Well, welcome back, everyone. We just watched episode 2 of Survivor season 48, and we're ready to talk about it. I'm
Oh
Lisa.
yeah. And I'm Gina.
Yes, let's do it. So, I really loved this episode, first of all. I just thought it was like good. Like it was just good through and through. I'm loving that this season people seem more like truly Survivor savagey
Hmm.
because last season, like I said before, they just were kind of too nice in a weird way. And
Yeah.
they just didn't have like that, edge. I feel like the season just didn't have that edge. So I feel like this season feels more like real Survivor
Yeah, I
to me.
totally agree. People are actually blindsiding and even the audience is being blindsided. So the
Yeah.
story playing and how they're just being super cutthroat is so entertaining to watch, and I am here for it.
Yes. So yeah, I thought just the way this episode started was basically with the Vula tribe, Green tribe, coming back from tribal council where they had voted out um, Stephanie.
Mhm.
And poor Mary, she was the only one that didn't know. She was kind of blindsided.
Yeah,
So
she
right off the
was.
bat, I'm thinking, well, Mary might be screwed.
Yeah, same
Um,
thing. I totally
yeah,
thought Mary was out of here.
yes, I did. So, and we'll find out what happens to her later. But basically, right off the bat in this episode, after that, everyone starts kind of doing the idol thing. So Star finds an idol. Well,
Hmm.
she finds the puzzle that contains the idol, and she brings in Joe on it.
Yeah.
She tells him, I have this idol. And then Joe decides to bring in Staheen.
Sahin? Yeah.
Yes. And they kind of agree to sort of screw Star over
Hmm.
because they're like, let's just help her enough and then we'll steal it basically.
Yeah.
Which is definitely savage, but
Yeah.
it makes for good TV.
Uh-huh.
So I'm really excited to see what happens with that. We didn't really see the end of it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. So,
I'm
well,
excited.
Star also brought in, well, Sahin also asked Thomas what to do. And Thomas was basically
Yeah.
like, you should just lose it. You should just get rid of it, you know? So
Yeah.
he's also pretty savage. And
Yeah.
Star, like, I don't know, how would you play the idol? Like, why are people still telling everybody about their idol? She
Yeah,
was.
I've thought that's weird with all of these idols so far. They
Mhm.
just bring in like everyone
Yeah. Well, at
because,
first, Star was like,
yeah,
I'll just bring one. And then all of a sudden, she's like, telling everybody
yeah,
except, what's her name? Eva.
hmm
And like, she's like, has this little thing against Eva because Eva's like,
yeah,
you shouldn't, or it was like, who should be sitting out at the next challenge? And I guess like she's all Star, you should sit out. And it kind of
yeah,
made her mad because it's like, you shouldn't tell me. So I think just because of that interaction, she's just like, I'm
hmm
not into Eva. She's a little,
yeah, yeah. So it's definitely interesting what's going to happen. And yeah, like I said, she didn't get the thing open, the puzzle. She didn't solve the puzzle
no.
this episode. So
Hmm.
we'll see what happens. Maybe she'll solve it and keep it. Maybe the guys will steal it from her. Who knows?
I'm
Um,
kind of hoping the guys will steal it from her and kind of make her mad.
yeah, I know. I think that might happen, and that would make for good TV, even though
Yeah.
I think I would feel kind of bad for her.
Yeah. I would feel bad for her, but
But
be
yeah, so
hilarious.
then over on the Orange Tribe,
Hmm.
um, uh, gosh, sorry, let me think of his name.
Mitch.
Mitch.
Hmm.
So yeah, Kyle, Mitch, all the guys are kind of running around looking for idols. Kyle
Hmm.
finds it. He finds the puzzle. And he immediately starts asking for help from like David and Camilla.
Yeah.
And they had already in the last episode found all those letters around their camp. So they were actually like way ahead of it. I almost felt like their puzzle was a lot easier
Yeah.
than the other ones. So she basically already had the letters and just had to figure out what word they spelled. So
Hmm.
they got theirs open really quick. And Kyle is keeping the idol. So he has an idol now.
Cool. I know that's your guy,
So
right?
Yep, that's my guy. So I'm
Kyle.
excited.
I
Yeah.
know. How did you like that scene where they were like when Camilla was figuring out the word puzzle? What did you think of that?
You mean just the way she did it, or?
Yeah, like the way that they produced it, like the way that they portrayed
Oh,
it. Like,
I
isn't
thought it
that?
was cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. It was kind of
Yeah, I
funny
liked
though.
the, yeah. It was very like uh I don't know. It was just funny. And I thought it was creative though the way she wrote on her leg because you can
Mm-hmm.
always do that if you're really ashy or
Yeah.
dry. It's
Uh-huh.
like that's smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it was
But
good.
yeah, so basically once that happened, then boats arrive
Oh yeah,
and
the journey boats.
yep, and they have to send one person from each tribe and sometimes they get to volunteer or pick, but this time they had to do sort of a almost like a rock, paper, scissors thing. They had to all put
Mm-hmm.
their hands in with number 1 through 5.
Yeah.
The lowest unique number wins.
Yeah.
So,
They were told to do that. So that was kind of
yeah,
interesting.
I
Like
thought
a
so.
new little
Yeah,
way
because
to like
they're not
choose.
usually told.
Yeah, usually they just
But
get to choose.
yeah, so the purple and orange tribe, like they just do it real quick. They're like, boom, this is who's going. The green tribe decides to do a practice round, which I don't know why they had to do that, but they do, I guess, a practice round.
Yeah, did
And
everyone know it was a practice round? Because it
I don't
seemed
know,
like
it seemed like they did it.
I think it's just because, do you think it's because, oh, because Sai won? She goes, oh, no, that wasn't a practice round because I won.
Right,
Now that's real. Like, because there's
right,
people like that can't
right.
take
And
losing
it
and
seemed
they
like
connive
that.
it. Yeah. But it also kind of seemed like Mary was like throwing a little hissy fit about it.
Right. And it was hard to tell because, like, no one else, when Mary said, no, that was a practice round, no one else was like, no, it wasn't. They all just, like, no one said anything. So,
Because
yeah.
I think it
And we
was
didn't,
agreed upon that it was a practice
right.
round.
Exactly. So I think
Yeah.
it was. And Sai won the practice round. And so she was all excited to go. But then, yeah, Mary won instead. And I actually thought it was kind of like if I was Mary and Sai would have won, I almost wouldn't have argued with her when she was like, well, I want to go because she's already kind of on the outs. She would have had the chance to stay back at camp without Sai around and could
Mm-hmm.
have like talked and kind of, done some social strategy there.
Yeah.
But
In
so I thought that was
hindsight,
interesting.
in hindsight, she shouldn't have gone
Yeah.
because she lost. And
Yeah.
she's
She did.
lucky. She's lucky that at the end of the day she's still there. But
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious the way that that went down. The little hissy fits
Yeah.
between the two of them. And
It
I
was
don't know,
funny.
I thought that Sai was kind of being a little mean to people.
Yeah. Well, she kind of has been this whole time.
Yeah, she's kind of like
But
stinky attitude. I'm like,
yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, she definitely is.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, that was just an interesting interaction. So, but basically, it ends up being Mary, Mitch, and Thomas that go to this special challenge,
Hmm.
and they have to do a puzzle.
Hmm.
And the puzzle was kind of like interesting. I don't know, it wasn't super complicated, but it was kind of
Mm-mm.
like a slide puzzle.
Yeah.
So I really didn't know like who was gonna win, but like immediate, like Thomas and Mitch solved it really quickly. It seemed like
Yeah.
they at least solved it in time.
Yeah.
So their thing was basically Thomas got to steal a vote. So he
Hmm.
gets to steal a vote, and then Mitch got to block a vote. So those were
Hmm.
their prizes. And
Yeah.
Mary got nothing. So,
I know.
and I always think it's interesting when they go on these, when, just a few people go on these challenges, because when they come back, you never know who's gonna lie, who's gonna, say whatever. So
Hmm.
Mary told the truth to her tribe. She said she lost.
Hmm.
Thomas lied,
Hmm.
and then Mitch told the truth. So,
Yeah.
anyways, interesting, I thought. But we'll see
Everyone was
what
so
happens.
happy for Mitch to win.
I
Everyone was
know.
so happy.
He's really nice. I like
Yeah.
him. Like he just seems
He's
like an,
he's
a
dangerous to
sweet
win.
guy.
If you keep him around, he
It's
will
true.
win.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, he
cannot
will.
sit next to Mitch,
Yeah.
especially after how well he's doing.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
those granny throws into that holy hole this episode,
Yeah.
he was sinking
Yes.
them. And then
I know.
did you see Eva throwing those balls in there? Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay, we'll get to that, but I was cracking
Yeah.
up.
So that's actually basically the next thing that
Uh-huh.
did happen in the episode is the
The
challenge. And
immunity.
I was I was so excited for this challenge because it's a water challenge and I love
Hmm.
the water ones just because I think it's fun to see like who can swim,
Yeah.
who can, because it's just a different landscape than being on the on ground. So I
Hmm.
always like those a lot. But this one was cool, I thought, because it was like teams of two from each tribe kind of the first person jumped off, they had to swim underwater and pull on a rope and unhook buoy. It was a whole underwater
Yeah.
challenge thing for the first person. And then um, the next two pairs had to take those two buoys with sticks, like,
Yep.
you know, using the
And then
pressure to walk across the
balance.
balance beam. Yeah. It was a cool thing to do. And then, once they did that, then the final thing was just to toss those buoys into a little basketball hoop. But
Yep.
it was obviously there's a learning curve with the sticks and the buoys, but
Hmm.
it was so hard to watch Cedric and Kevin.
I know. They couldn't even
And
get two steps. And it
no,
was really Cedric. He kept looking
yeah,
everywhere else except
yeah,
for what he was doing.
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And every time he would look, they would fall. And I was like,
But he, like last episode, I feel like they did kind of get off the stronger player or the weaker player for
oh,
challenges. But this
Stephanie,
time, Cedric
yeah.
was safe. He did not even come up once to get voted out.
Yeah, and I was really surprised by that because at this point, this early on, if you're on a team that's already down a person, you're losing, you've lost
Hmm.
twice. Like you can't afford to have anyone bad at challenges playing with
Hmm.
you?
Hmm.
And maybe not to say Cedric is bad at all the challenges, but he definitely cost them that challenge.
Oh, yeah.
And they could have won. They were already kind of ahead. But anyways, so I was really like surprised, yeah, that nobody
Even that
like
didn't even get
was
brought up one
was mad
time.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, because they get back to camp after that and just immediately they're like, yeah, let's get Mary out. I'm like, Mary freaking like did such a great job.
Yeah, she
Like,
did.
this
She
is
kicked ass
stupid.
underwater.
Yeah. And I just thought that was so bizarre. And so they were going back and forth about basically they had decided um to tell Sai like not to play her idol because
Hmm.
or she wasn't even going to. She
Yeah,
felt
they were
safe.
keeping her comfortable.
Right. And
She
then,
wasn't even going to play it. She knew Mary was going to go home. Everyone was voting Mary.
yeah,
She thinks everyone's voting with her. Like she thinks she's
yeah,
controlling everything. So they just let her think
right.
that. But Kevin had different ideas,
Mhm.
but Cedric didn't
Yeah,
like his
Cedric,
ideas.
Cedric ruined the whole thing, to be honest, because if he had just kept his mouth
Well,
shut,
yeah, that's true.
then Sai would have gone home
But
because,
then who went to Justin? Sai went to Justin to talk, say that she doesn't trust Kevin.
Mhm.
And then Justin's like, "Oh, do you want to change it to Kevin this vote?" And
Yeah,
she goes, "No, we're doing Mary. That's the
yeah,
plan." So she did kind of keep her cool. Like she didn't. I don't think Justin knew that she was going to play her idol. But then it became a plan to vote out Kevin because
right,
Justin and Cedric decided that Kevin was the bigger threat
right.
on
Which
their
I didn't
game.
even understand that
Well, he
either
was more of the
because,
alpha male in that group,
yeah,
if you think about it, in a weird way, because there's no alpha males in that group at
that's
all.
true. But just like
So
again with the challenges, like they need him. Like they just keep
they don't give a shit anymore.
I know, that's true.
They don't care.
It's so
They don't care.
bizarre.
No,
And
yeah. The
I
boys
just thought
needed
it was,
to rearrange their hierarchy.
yeah,
And I think that they were kind of nervous. I don't know. He had a really good relationship with Mary. I don't know. But Mary's kind of harmless. So I don't know. But I just think they needed to
yeah,
rearrange their male hierarchy thing on their tribe. And that's what happened. And
yeah,
Kevin got blindsided badly. We all did.
yeah. We all did. And I just
I was
was,
not expecting that.
I didn't want Mary to go home, but I didn't want Kevin to go home. I wanted Cy to go home.
Yeah, I know.
So I was just
Everyone wants
mad that
Sai
the
to go
whole
home now.
thing got ruined. Yeah. And
But they might
I
keep her
just,
now because she's so awful.
yeah, well,
No one's gonna like her anyway.
clearly, like, Cedric's not going to go against her. maybe
Oh yeah.
Pizza Guy will. Mary
Yeah.
definitely will, but
I think
it's
if they
just
can
funny to
make,
me
now it's
because
just a race to make it to the merge.
yeah, because
Yeah.
by the end of this tribal council, their team isn't stronger physically, it's not stronger socially. Like it's just still garbage because
Hmm.
everyone doesn't like each other and they're physically weak.
Yep.
So it's like just a weird, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. And I was laughing too during the tribal council because right off the bat, pizza guy, what's his name? I keep forgetting.
Justin.
Justin.
Hmm.
He well, Jeff asked the question, like, what do you think? And he's like, well, I wish we were doing better. And he barely even said anything. And Jeff's like, well, you're not.
I
You're not.
know.
I was like, geez, like,
I know.
he seemed so, like, unnecessarily, like, aggressive towards him. And it was just him. Like, he didn't
Yeah.
really react that way to anyone else. But I was
I
like,
know. And the way that he was like, he's
okay,
like, I
Jeff.
know. I know.
Yeah. So
Like,
that,
dang, I know.
that was
Even Matt was
like,
like, God dang, Jeff, calm down,
yeah.
brother.
Yeah, it was so weird. I was like, what are you going through over there? He's like some
Yeah.
personal grudge against Justin. I don't know, but uh, but yeah, it was just
I don't know.
I
Could be the next hot topic on the
I know,
conspiracy
right?
webs of
I
Survivor.
s- I still don't want Mary to go home because I like her on that tribe. Like I think she is just like nice and normal
Yeah.
and you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that you know, she ends up being okay for
I
the
know.
next
I
season,
worry
the
for
next
her though.
episode. Me
She's
too. I
taking
mean,
the bullying from Sai pretty damn well.
she is,
Because
but I'm like, if
she is
they don't
so
win,
mean.
yeah, she is. And if their team doesn't win the next immunity challenge and they go back to tribal, like she's for sure gone because it's only the four of them. And, you know,
You
that's it.
never know.
Unless she finds
She's been squeaking by
she
these
could find
last
the
two.
idol. Yeah. So who knows what's gonna happen, but I just like the Psy thing just is so surprising to me that because she's just a bully and she's not nice.
No, she's
She's just
awful.
like unnecessarily rude.
Yeah.
So yeah,
She thinks
it's
she is the shit.
yeah,
She's
I would cry if I
so,
was Mary.
I know,
Yeah, I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm being bullied.
for no
Hashtag
reason at all.
bullying.
I
Yeah.
know.
So I am
But
excited and we saw the did you see the preview for the next episode?
yeah, it was like a bunch of like tiny little clips. It went by so
Yeah.
quickly. It was like 30 seconds long.
I know. So I was
Um,
like, what's even going on? But it seemed like there was some kind of a hubbub, something.
of
Um,
course, of
of
course.
course.
Just
And
like the last one, we didn't even talk about it in the summary, was the four nipples.
oh my
David's four
gosh,
nipples. Like
I completely forgot. Yeah, that was
those.
so weird. He's like, they're all talking on the beach about like little things with their body that's weird or different.
Mhm.
And he goes, I was born with four nipples. And I guess they were removed now, the two ones, the extra
Yeah.
ones, but
Yeah.
you can still see like a little spot.
Uh-huh.
So that was very interesting,
But he
I thought.
doesn't legit have four nipples if they were removed.
Right. He only has like two
So Matt just
normal
thinks
ones
he
and then
has moles all over his body.
maybe so. But I
And
thought it
then,
was funny that
yeah, what?
Kyle he's like, I've had the same callus on my
Oh,
finger for 10 years. And they were like, it's a wart. He's like, no. And he's like,
that's a
and
long
everyone's
time to
like,
have a
that's a
wart.
wart. It is a long time. And it's a long time to not know it's a wart.
Yeah.
So that was
I guess it doesn't
interesting.
bother him.
I guess not. But
That's, yeah, it is funny. I
I
don't know
was
what
like, I
one
don't
would
have one.
be.
I'm perfect.
I know. I'm like, no, I don't have one.
Oh,
Well, mine would be every once in a while I get a really big gray eyebrow hair. I have to pluck it because you can
it's a
see
good
it.
one.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's
What would
super
Matt's
gray and
be?
super
You had to
thick
pick
too.
one.
Um, his bald spots on his legs and on his hands. He has like random
Yeah,
like bald spots
I've seen that.
in his
Yeah, those are
patches.
good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and all of his moles that have like 10,000 little hairs sticking out of it. Every single one of them has that.
That's so funny.
Mhm.
That's good. Oh, I remember what I said mine would be now. I said it would be like I have like little moles that are red. I call them red hots. So just
Oh,
like a red dot. So
yeah.
they're
Well,
just kind of
I think they're called
random.
like cherry somethings.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
something like that.
I remember
So,
one of my
anyways.
teachers had those, like right
Oh,
here.
really?
I remember looking at
Yeah.
them as a kid, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I have them and my mom does, but my
hmm.
dad and Clark don't. And I don't think I've really met other people with them, but Jeremiah has them too.
Oh, really?
Him and his mom.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, I think it's a lady thing. Good thing I didn't say that.
I think it's a very blonde person thing, or like a very
Oh, like a
fair-skinned
towhead thing?
person thing. Yeah. I think it's more common on
Maybe.
people with
Yeah,
very
probably.
fair skin.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I
so
heard they're not like harmful or anything. They're just there,
no.
like a
Mhm.
mole.
Yeah.
All right, I think we are
So
at our
yeah.
predictions part.
Yes. So last
So we
week,
both
remind us.
lost.
Yeah. What did
Yeah,
I
Lisa,
say?
you thought Charity or Mary would be voted
Oh
out,
yeah.
and then
Okay.
I thought Mary or Cy. Both
Okay.
wrong. So we are at, what are we going to score this at? Let's score it this season. So we start at
Zero
0, so
zero.
now we're at -1, -1.
Okay.
No, we start
Okay.
at 0, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I
So
mean, to be fair, why would we have ever thought Kevin would be the one going home?
honestly, it got us.
But
Good job,
never would
show.
have seen that. Yeah.
That
So
was
this
great editing.
episode,
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I do think it's going to be Mary because I
All
don't
right,
think the other
then.
team is going to win immunity. And I just think she's going to go home. I don't want her to, but
Do you have a second choice? We did second choices last time.
okay. I'll do second choice as Sai.
Marion sign. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. Honestly, I don't know. Um, I don't know. Because we're thinking probably the Green Tribe is going back because they're so
Mm-hmm.
weak. There's no way they
Mm-hmm.
can win.
I know.
So this time, when they go into a challenge, each of the tribes are going to have to sit out two players, right?
Yeah.
And those two players can't be or have already sat out. So that gives them a
Right.
little. So I mean, there could be a chance if they get
Mhm.
like shitty people, but the chances are super. Ugh, okay. I'm just trying not to pick what you picked because your picks are good. Hmm.
Well,
I'm trying
I
to
can
think
always change
of.
mine.
Don't change yours. No, no, no. That's not fun. I want to look at the. Can you share your screen and show um
The cast?
the pictures and stuff?
Yeah,
This is serious now that we're scoring it.
I know. Okay, so this is them. Let me zoom it in.
Okay.
Very unofficial looking, but here we go.
Hmm. Yeah, if you just do press slideshow.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Dang, this Green Tribe is really
Oops, my things got moved.
dwindling.
Hang
Ooh.
on a second
Because
here.
like Star could easily get voted out if she opens up that thing and they want to blindside her to get her out.
Yeah, totally.
Um, and who's on the bottom? And then Charity's on the bottom of this team. Who sat out? It was Camilla and
Star.
Star. So they have to play next time.
hmm
Shoot. All right. My first choice will be Mary.
Okay.
But my second choice will be Star.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just a
Yeah, I think
yeah.
that's good.
All
Nice.
right, here we are. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
it's
did you also
exciting.
notice on this picture? Look at their flags.
Mhm. Yeah, what are they? I keep looking
It
at that. They're
looks
just like,
stupid and I hate
yeah,
it and I want it to be a flag. Like, why can't it be, why does it have to be two
like a couple
balls?
of gourds. Yeah,
Like, ball
I don't know
sack
what.
flags. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, it is.
Like, what the heck? And
I
that
don't
looks
know why
really
they did
awkward
that.
to hold. Like, a flag is way more simple because I have
Hmm.
to carry that to tribal.
Right, unless it's like really lightweight, but it just seems like it would be top heavy
Yeah.
and awkward.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know.
Bad
But I will
design.
say I can't stop calling the Green Tribe the Vulva Tribe.
Vulva.
That's what
What's
I thought
their
it
name?
was when I first saw it. It's Vula. It's just
Vula.
missing one B. I'm like,
That's
you can't
funny.
tell me that was an accident.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hmm. All right.
So yeah, I guess we'll see. But
Yep,
this
we
was
will
definitely
see.
a good episode. I'm excited for the next one. So
Me
yeah.
too. Super excited for the next one. Well, thanks for talking with me. It was fun.
Thank you too. Yeah.
Try to
And
survive
we will
out
talk
there,
next
girl.
week. Oh, I'll try to survive. We'll see. All right. Bye.
Bye.